What is an unspoken, universal rule all males know? When you stand up to leave, make sure to do the pocket check. Phone, keys, wallet. If a hood on a car is open, you must stand in a circle around it, similar to grills at an event. If a friend buys you a drink, you don't pay it back, you just buy the next round. You cannot call shotgun in a friend's car if he is his girlfriend/wife in the group. When watching TV/hanging by the fire/etc. With the guys, if you get up to get a beer, always consult the room if anyone else requires a beverage before leaving. Borrow a car, bring it back with more gas than you started with. Always leave one urinal between you and the other guy, it's bratiquette. Nod down to guys you don't know, not up to friends. Always bring the groceries into the house in one trip, there are no exceptions. Don't point out the flaws on someone else's car. Yes, I'm totally goddamn aware my 52-year-old project car needs a paint job. Some tools require testing before use. Examples include click tongs, squeeze the trigger of a power drill a couple of times, spin the socket of a ratchet wrench to make sure it's going the right way. When she tells you she's not hungry for whatever you're ordering, order more, because she'll definitely be eating your stuff. Not taking the last beer when you didn't pay for it. Whenever your wife/husband tries to buy something you could make but never will, always tell her/him to not buy it because you can make that same thing at home way cheaper. When driving a manual, always ferociously wiggle the gear lever to make sure it's in neutral before starting the engine. Twice. Zippers are not your friend. Use them slowly and carefully, or you will regret every decision that brought you to this place in life. When you become a father, all your sneezes must be loud and violent. If there is bad weather brewing outside, you must stand on the porch and say something along the lines of, "Well, the rain's coming, I can feel it." If the remote control stops working, either slap it on your leg or open the back and roll the batteries a few times. Congratulatory/encouraging slap on the butt is fine if it is on the sports field or court. It is completely frowned upon at all other times and will lead to merciless mocking. When performing said butt slap, keep the palm flat, never cup your hand, and make the briefest possible contact with the targeted butt cheek. If you're walking with a girl on a sidewalk, you walk in the side of the sidewalk that's nearest to the street. Looking at breasts is like looking at the sun, a quick glance then look away. Jerry Seinfeld. You owe your buddy pizza and beer if he comes to help install/move a TV, ceiling fan, something that requires two people. Until you get to around 30 to 35, then you need to hire someone. When you reach a certain age, you must groan when either sitting or standing up, even if there is absolutely no pain whatsoever. When leaving, you must smack your pockets to make sure everything is there. When there's a choice between urinals, use the one that minimizes the chances of neighboring another occupied urinal. You must stand by your bro while he's grilling, and make comments about the level of awesome it's going to be. Anytime you strap down a load, you must slap it and say that ain't going nowhere. Trust me, just do it. Anytime you use a stud finder, you must first use it on yourself and say found one. Protect your junk at all costs. There's a reason why cowboys wear jeans in the desert. Unless you feel genuinely threatened, never purposefully hit a man in the balls. If a woman you don't know approaches you and acts like an old friend, play along. If your mate goes missing in Amsterdam, you say nothing about it unless he is gone for more than 2 hours. If you're bald and I'm bald, we're automatically bald brothers. The guy in the garage with the door open is the bat signal for fellow men to come over. If you find an abandoned child, keep it at a safe distance until another party arrives. Do not attempt to transport said child to the police, hospital, and do not attempt to physically comfort the child. Once a second party, preferably female, is present, you may proceed to unlock your inner dad. You don't ever ask how far along she is if you weren't the one who knocked her up. Trust this rule, could save your life. When a girl walks in front of you on the stairs, the floor is suddenly very interesting. On a road trip with our families, whenever there are cows, we must point out that there are cows. When you're playing video games at somebody else's house, you're player 2. In your own home, you're player 1. If you see another guy get hit in the balls, you will find it both hilarious but also usually feel their pain. It's an unspoken law. If you see anything which can be moved to a new place at a high velocity on exerting force generated through the momentum of your leg on contact with your toe, you have to kick. Exhibits: can / pebble / ball. If anything is floating in the toilet when you pee, it instantly becomes a target. We must feel the pain of our fellow men who we see being hit in the balls. You must let out a sigh of satisfaction when sitting down on a lawn chair. One shall slap the bag of soil in the garden center when passing by. You can shake and you can dance, but the last drops always end up in your pants. Never turn your homie into a clown, just to make a girl laugh. That just sucks. Edit. Finally, my wise words came to the light. If you with your homie and his crush rolls up an NBSP, you aren't the funny one. Only the driver can modify anything on the dashboard from the car. Roast your bro when he's happy, comfort him when he looks depressed. Any object carried by another male is immediately assessed for its weapon capacity. Don't look at another man's D when you're pissing. If you accidentally see it, then it's whatever, but if you get caught looking at it intentionally, then you wrong bro. An NBSP. This has nothing to do with homophobia either, it's about privacy and respecting boundaries. Even gay men aren't trying to just show their D to everyone in the bathroom. If a man is with his young kids, you do not get to F with that man. You just wait until next time or whatever you have to, but no, not today, cause dude is with his little ones. I present the 10 Commandments of Manhood. Thou shalt click the tongs thrice before use. Thou shalt encourage others to refrain from manipulating the thermostat. Thou shalt always be the fire master. Thou shalt always keep 1 urinal distance between your fellow man. Thou shalt encircle a car or grill whilst discussing the activity around the car and grill. Thou shalt refrain from complaints of the make of the free beer. However, complaints of temperature are welcomed. Thou shalt refrain from romantic entanglements with a close friend's former flame. Thou shalt nod upwards when passing a friend, downwards when passing a stranger. Thou shalt remember thine role in the vehicle. The driver operates the controls. The passenger navigates. Back seat passengers distribute snacks. Thou shalt never, unless in extreme circumstance, impact the testicles of your fellow man. For some reason, when there's a single bathroom and one of us tries the handle to find it occupied, the guy leaving always feels it's necessary to ceremonially hand control over to the new guy, me included. Hey, man, it's all yours. If one breaks into a falsetto rendition of some mildly outdated song, all must break into falsetto and join. This happens in our office, repeatedly. Always cup your hands in the shower and let it go once it fills up. Boners are random. We have no control over them. You don't scratch the balls. You pinch them and twist them. Do not speak to another man at the urinal, even if you're both walking up mid-conversation. If you see a tasty-looking door frame, slap the top on your way out. Bros stroke each other's egos. Friends roast each other. Best friends get each other in trouble for entertainment. You always back a bro up, no matter what. Friends keep each other out of trouble. Best friends will pick you up after getting a well-deserved S.